kill that woman in her kitchen over. So that cop who claims that it was self-defense, that he shot and killed that woman in her kitchen over he said that he feared she would throw hot water on him, boiling hot water. Even his own partner is testifying against him because I felt that way before, and I felt that way now. She's too far away to throw any water on you. You're just a trigger-happy cop, that's all. That's all. I hope he's found guilty of murder. He should be found guilty of murder, period. And I judge these things on a case-to-case basis. I don't always feel that way. There's lots of times where people are all upset and they say it's unjustified shooting, and I disagree. But this was ridiculous. So I really hope he's found guilty of murder. I really do. Anyhow.
It's my discretion whether I upload out here any given video I create.
Put my jacket on. It's bearable.
For a number of reasons, I sometimes decide. Peace.
I ended up going for another walk for an hour earlier, which is good.
And I know these videos where you don't see me at all are not,
Be back before dark.
as popular, but
the neighbor also goes out walking. Yeah. Dark's gonna end up being like 5 o'clock, So it makes it more difficult. And I water fasted for 23 hours until I broke it.
today I don't feel
10
it.
last night to 10 tonight.
I'm trying to water fast again.
Especially tonight. I broke it with my little snacky things, my handful of Go Raw organic pumpkin seeds, Chobani Creations yogurt. I don't have the flavors left that I like. I'm eating with my mom's flavors because she likes everything and I like to have variety. Not to mention the fact some of the better flavors can be
I will answer this if it is the hospital. Otherwise,
with my organic Brazil nuts, organic walnuts.
ringers on high. Didn't sleep good.
And then I had more yogurt, organic Stonyfield plain yogurt.
Also went to bed very late.
Peanut butter and organic maple syrup. And then I had a couple of pieces of
I can go to bed early and still.
Dave's Killer Bread, good seed, thin sliced toast, with some non-GMO hummus, some of the organic. All of that I had in the space of like an hour or two. And then I'll go back to my water fast. That's what you call a form of intermittent fasting. We eat just for a period of time, 1 hour, 4 hours, whatever, and then go back to not eating. When I do it, it's just like I plan to continue fasting. The goal is to continue fasting, and then I just feel like eating. It took a lot
Relatively
for me to fast just on water. There's 80 hours because my mom was here, and I still had to make her food and everything and be tempted by the food I made her. So now I just, I don't have anything good to eat, but I did eat those little snacky things.
I have to change my outgoing message because it says I'm out for a walk and charging my phone. Leave me a message.
Until unless Remember, these
Mm.
facilities, once they have you in their clutches, they can keep you. They can go to pretend court and keep you longer. That's why. So if my mom doesn't get better, she could feasibly be gone for months.
I do care. I
Every
know you
state's
do.
different. Every facility's different. I've never in my life experienced where you're not
One
allowed
friend from my mom's from
contact the
Massachusetts so
social
far
worker.
has called my mom.
And surprise, surprise, I ask the person, I leave a message for the social worker to call me, and does the social worker call me? Of course not. Of course not. It's very, very frustrating.
It's
Then
all
again, I go and see
frustrating.
my doctor after waiting weeks and weeks and weeks. And actually, when I arrived there, I was told, you have to, for insurance purposes, we have to decide if we can't do both talking about the varicose
At
spider
least you will
veins
know
and
you
have
called
the
and cared.
pap
I do
smear
care. I
and
know you
whatnot that I probably haven't had a pap smear in like 10 years. Because I'm not like my mom. I just had whatever. I tend to not go to the doctor very
I'll be
often.
counting the days to see if my
We have,
doctor
like, this
ever gets back to
long-time
me.
primary care physician I had
What was the
rapport
point?
with,
I
or
wasn't there to
whatever.
talk to you. I know they're not dangerous. I just wanted to know if I get a referral somewhere.
Nevertheless, I'm here to talk about that.
Even if I had
And
to,
then she's like, well,
just to
I
find
don't
out what the
know who to
options
refer you to. I
are.
have to think about it. And frustrating it was to wait all this time. And now being given the runaround, not knowing if she's thinking about it or not. Again, you never talk to the doctor directly. You leave voicemails, or you try to talk to a nurse, and they just be like, oh well, blah blah blah, and you don't know if you're ever gonna get an answer. It's just so fucking frustrating. It's unexpected. But then again, I get walked all over. Not this, but walked all over and treated like shit in ways that are so unexpected. They just leave me like, what in the hell? Are you kidding me?
Just tired of everything. Just tired of everything. Don't like it here.
Just tired of it all. It's that old adage. Depression is anger turned inward. This is all on top of shit going on with the house, by the way. Things I tell you, things I don't. I'm trying to get shit taken care of. And if I have shit I need to get taken care of, 'cause remember I told you my contractor got sick, so if I have shit I need to get taken care of, and that means I can't visit my mom, oh well. You know what I mean? It's like she was in the last mental hospital she was in Massachusetts for 3 weeks. I could not visit her at all. She got no visitors. No visitors. She was far away, and I could not get there, as I told you, even by every form of public transportation imaginable. It was impossible to get there and be able to stay for any length of time without having to turn around and come back. Just as an aside, I don't take Ubers, but if I had decided to take an Uber or a taxi, it would have been hundreds of dollars. I'm not doing paying that. Of course, my mom in the delusion was always thinking, even if it's going to cost hundreds of dollars, I want to see you. Just pay it.
I wait for her to call me too. That's better because if she at least has the wherewithal to call
She's been in
me,
these places plenty of times.
you know what I mean? You know she's a little bit aware.
She's not gotten visitors, or not gotten many visitors. Also, people come and visit her when she's out of her mind.
A little bit, not totally out of her
She's out of her
mind.
mind. They're not inclined, understandably, friends or what family, to go and visit her in the place when they know she's not doing well mentally. Which, actually you need visitors, but. And then when she's too far away. tell you, things I don't.
No
Things that
peace
just
for
are
me
very
ever.
discouraging. Things I did not know because it was not disclosed up front. So perhaps you can guess if it's now closing in on winter. Perhaps it has to do with the heat in this place since I bought the house in the summer. Wonder if that's the case. I won't spell it out. It doesn't matter. The
There was
fact is,
no peace
my
for
mom
Dorothy
has
Dandridge
to
and the
take,
like,
no,
and that's why she was dead at
plus I'm just burnt
42.
out anyway. It's not very enjoyable when I'm a nervous fucking wreck the entire time. Something
Yeah,
bad's
my
gonna
mom was
happen to
dead at
her. Her own damn fault
36.
right in front of me. I'm like this the entire time. On top of it, it's just devastating for me, you know.
They were stars. I'm the lowest of the low.
And
It's
unless
just,
you
it
have
doesn't
my
matter.
sensitivity and you've been through this, you
It
have to
doesn't
whoa.
matter.
Because if you're not a sensitive person, then you can see this happening to your loved one and just accept it or just be like, whatever, okay. This fucking kills me. So if the phone hadn't rang, I would have probably slept longer. I'm sure I would have, and I wouldn't have gone for my walk. I was woken up just in time to go for my walk and be back before dark. Because I can't get out of bed and just go for my walk. I have to, you know, wake up and get dressed, have some little bit of water, you know, not too much because I don't want to have to pee. I can't just instantly leave. So yeah, by the time I did that, so I got my walk in. Repeatedly blasted and saying out loud.
Myrick Springfield, I've done everything for you.
Whatever. I can't, if I had.
He also did In One Ear, Cage the Elephant a couple times.
You know, just like I was in Massachusetts. I'm not, just like was the case in Massachusetts, I'm not living in the fucking city.
Ray Parker Jr. is the other woman.
Else we know what would be happening perhaps were one like myself to be going out walking with a Walkman blasting in his or her hair. In the city, I won't spell it out, okay? Use your imagination. You know what I'm talking about. I did walk through the city in the daytime with my music blasting in my ears during times I needed to visit my mom. Actually, during times also that I was going to get my hair done.
I stayed over Joe's. I left my white stuff bare behind back. So
it's not the same thing. Like, I was also carrying a bag. You know, it's not the same thing as when you're going out specifically to go for your power walk. You know? It's just different. I was still making sure I was, you know. It's just a different experience, that's all I have to say. Going out walking in the country versus going out walking. Or walking in the city. And this was years ago anyway. I stopped even doing that.
staying up too late. I watched video uploaded every.
Just to get there was not the most pleasant experience. And that's why Joe will say, as bad as this house is, you know, you're still better off because you're in the country. And, well, I don't know.
And I'm gonna go back to bed and sleep to the afternoon and hope the phone doesn't ring. I don't
Oh,
feel
no, I
well.
was joking in
Don't
quotations.
feel well.
'Cause I'm only half joking. With the neighbor, like, because I'm out walking, and I'm like, wherever, even when you don't have a car, there always seems, because there was back home, not home anymore, but called it home for a long time, many years. There's always a liquor store. You know, you can not have a car and there's still a fucking liquor store that you can get to, like walking. Joked about
Don't worry, if you care, I'm not gonna do that.
that. So I'm out killing myself, power walking, like really getting in a good workout. Trying to get all my frustration and anger out.
Solves nothing, but I am gonna sleep. Remember, I was sleep deprived for a long time. I've been sleep deprived. It goes with the territory of being my mom's 24/7 caregiver. So I'm going to sleep.
What I will do is sleep when I feel like it. I have trouble with sleeping at night. Thanks to the troll shaming me, making a good point actually under these circumstances. I am keeping my phone on at all times. Again, it doesn't mean I can answer it at all times. Okay? I can be like yesterday, like talking to someone else, or and the phone happens to ring. I could be in the bathroom. I could be bathing. I could be out for my walk, blasting my music in my ears. I'm not answering the phone.
Always remember,
Okay?
if you
I have
care
a right
about
to
me, with
live
all that I share out here,
and be available.
there's always
in case there's an emergency with my
equally
mom. Be
important
available
things
to,
I
as
can't
much as
share.
possible, which is not continuously. It is not, and there's nobody in in my situation that even when you have a loved, you're not available continuously. Not unless you have someone
She
else
being
who
equally
can
important
take up the slack.
negatively
Okay?
affected me just as much, and I have no one to talk
Answer
to
the
about it.
phone. Like if you have a husband or a boyfriend, answer the phone if you're not available to answer the phone. I have nothing. It's just fucking me. Okay? It's just me. All alone. And I did thank the neighbor for caring. And she, of course, wished me and my mom the best. I'm not friends with all the neighbors. I'm just friends with this one, and it's not friends. It's, Joe too.
And to put it mildly, I don't believe in that world, so I'm not going to voluntarily enter it. Read between the lines.
When they see ambulances and things, they know things are happening, And she's nice. If she was just someone nosy or whatever, I wouldn't tell her shit. I wouldn't
And I
try
don't
to
have to.
ask her questions about finding a caregiver for my
So
mom.
long as I keep it together and don't,
Trying to find someone you could trust, Keegan, you could trust to give my mom piano lessons.
turn into my mom.
These socks are getting bad. This is my smart little sock. Can't find the other one.
Remember, a long time ago, many years ago in Massachusetts, I did have a therapist.
And that Joe was really busy now with his part-time job that
can't say it really
suffice to
helped
say
all
is
that
giving
much.
him more hours.
Sorry, just telling it like it is. Can't say it helped me all that much having that therapist. And then, out of the blue, she left me. And I hadn't seen her for that long. And one might ask, well, why did she even take you on as a patient? Because she actually knew. She knew she was pregnant. She knew she was moving back to her husband's home state. She knew all of it. Because that's the whole point. She needs to make a living too, and she's just gonna, you know, act like nothing's going on and then blindside me. Build up a rapport and trust with me and then blindside me. Because everyone, they have to look out for themselves, you know. But she knew from the start. She knew. It wasn't a sudden decision. She didn't tell me to the very last minute. Because, could it be that if had I known or had any of her if we'd known she was planning on, that she was pregnant and planning on leaving, we wouldn't want her as our therapist, would we? We'd want to go with someone we knew could last. I mean, come on. That's not rocket science, people. People do what they want, you know, they have to protect themselves and their job and their livelihood and self-preservation, you know. Remember, I'm not paying for like $150 hour therapist like Charlie on 2.5 Men, for example. You know what I mean? So you take what you can get, and I lucked out with her, and then she was gone. I can't remember how long I got to see her. I do know she didn't reveal anything. So there was no transition, no time to find a new therapist. I was blindsided she was leaving. And then I never found another one. No one was going to live up to her. How I know that is because I think I started with a different one I could not stand, and then ended up with her. Goes without saying, when you're dirt poor, you don't have your pick of therapists. Okay, come on. That I just played for you with 19 minutes. I know I have a few minutes left. I also know this video probably won't even reach 100 views. Although I had a talking only video that got pretty popular. I don't know why. There's never any rhyme or reason. I swear to God there's not. I'll like try to examine, you know, one of my more popular videos that doesn't show skin, because we know showing skin's gonna increase my popularity in my videos. I mean, come on. Okay. Let's get real here, okay? I've had ones that get popular that don't show skin, and I try to determine what made it popular as opposed to another one that doesn't even reach 100 views, and I don't know. I will never know. It's one of those weird ass things that's not, you know, knowable. I don't know. Because I decided to just, I don't tend to always, it takes too much time, but I watched it, and I'm like, why does this get so many views versus Other ones I created at the same time or and whenever, like other similar ones that don't get hardly any views. There's no rhyme or reason. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know. Most of my older videos never even reached 100 views. They never made it to the coveted spot of featuring my more popular videos that are, 100 views or more. The playlist, and they certainly never reached the creme de la creme of my videos where they have 500 or more views. But that's not very that many compared to how many videos I've done over the past, you know, what, 15 years. Give or take. And as I've already mentioned, to anyone who cares, who's disappointed, and I get it, I'm disappointed too, there's never going to be another video I add to my dancing playlist. Whatever, Alicia's restless, tense, agitated Alicia dances for you in her bedroom and other places. Technically, I should be able to put the dancing on the bed video in that category. That playlist I think I have before. But for the most part, there's never going to be an actual dancing video added to that playlist again. And that's okay. Seasons change, people change. And I'm walking like an old lady, and Joe's like, "What's going on with you?" I don't know, Joe. Who knows? Depression takes different forms. It can take physical forms. Maybe I'm cold at night and subconsciously like crawling up in a different position. Who knows? Tense at night. Okay. I'm still doing my walk. Maybe I'm affected by the mold in the basement. I don't know. I don't know. I really this is gonna shut off, but I don't know. I just know I feel achy when I'm walking around this house. Joe saw me getting, because remember, he's all spry and all whatever at 10 years older than me. Yeah, because you've been doing your yoga and your whatever for a long time, Joe. You weren't living my fucking continuously stress-filled life.